Good morning, everybody, and welcome to IGTV. We've got with us Craig Floyd from the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund, and we're heading steaming, as they say, straight into National Police Week. Craig, I know you've got a lot on your plate. Go ahead, get it out.
Well, National Police Week, as we know, Joe, is a special time of the year where we honor the service and sacrifice of law enforcement officers in America. There are 800,000 federal, state, and local officers serving and sacrificing each and every day. And every month we talk about it on this show, the supreme sacrifices that are made. And certainly we'll be honoring a number of officers at our annual Candlelight Vigil on May 13th, 8 p.m. at the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial. And for a full schedule of Police Week events, before I forget, let me direct people to our website. That's www.lawmemorial.org. And you'll see there on the screen, there'll be a icon you can click on for National Police Week. It's right at the top of our homepage. So you'll get the full schedule. Our Candlelight Vigil, obviously, is our signature event. We usually get more than 20,000 officers, survivors of officers killed in the line of duty, and citizen supporters joining us at that very special event. It's always on May 13th. This year it's a Sunday, Mother's Day, unfortunately for some. But I will tell you that while that poses some travel problems for some of our friends and supporters, we will still get more than 20,000 people at that memorial. And at this year's Candlelight Vigil, we will be honoring 362 officers who are the new additions to the memorial walls. We always read their names aloud at the end of the ceremony as a special tribute. We've done that with every name we've added to the memorial since it was dedicated in 1991. 163 of those officers died last year, 2011. And 199 of the new additions this year died earlier in our history, had been forgotten about by their communities, their nation, and by all of us. So our researchers have uncovered their stories of sacrifice and service, and now with their names on the National Memorial, they'll be forgotten no more. Obviously, Police Week involves a lot more than just the Candlelight Vigil. We will be welcoming a group called the Police Unity Tour on May 12th. That's a Saturday afternoon, 2 p.m. At the Memorial Grounds. This is a group of about 1,400 law enforcement officers from across this country who ride their bicycles from points in New Jersey, in Pennsylvania, and in Virginia. And they all converge at the memorial at the end of their 300-mile ride. All of them ride in honor of a fallen officer. They wear their memory bracelet with them on the trip, and then they present those memory bracelets to the families of those officers once they get to Washington. During the year, they're raising money to support the Memorial Fund, and to date, since 1997, when the first Unity Tour was held, they have raised more than $10 million in support of the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund, $5 million of which has gone to support our National Law Enforcement Museum Capital Campaign. We also know, of course, a couple of the other major events going on here in Washington during Police Week. May 15th is Peace Officers Memorial Day. That's a Tuesday this year. And the Fraternal Order of Police and their auxiliary will be hosting their annual Peace Officers Memorial Day service at the U.S. Capitol beginning at 11 a.m. Once that ceremony is completed, the wreath from that memorial service will be brought to the memorial grounds and placed there with an honor guard rotating throughout the day and night as a ceremonial tribute to the fallen. And then, of course, over a two-day period, May 14th and 16th, the Concerns of Police Survivors will be holding their annual grief counseling sessions for the surviving family members and colleagues of officers who've died in the line of duty. So that's a very important part of Police Week. There will be many other social events and ceremonies throughout that 3 or 4 day period. The National Conference of Law Enforcement Emerald Societies will be holding their annual march and then ceremony at the memorial, pipe band and drum march and ceremony. That's on May 14th, Monday evening, 6 p.m. at the memorial. And then we have Law Ride, which is motorcycles law enforcement as well as citizens who ride their motorcycles several miles to the memorial grounds. This year, the ceremony will actually be held over at MPD headquarters, 300 Indiana Avenue, in front of their local memorial, because our memorial grounds will be set up for the candlelight vigil that night. So a lot in store. A lot of people will be joining us, and I think it'll be memorable for all who come.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a great week with a lot of activities going on. And, of course, we always do this for the families of the fallen and, to let them know that, we're all out here thinking about them and looking to give them as much support as we possibly can. So it's honoring the memory, and you guys down there do a terrific job of it. We're going to take a short time out here, Craig, and we'll be right back right after these messages from our friends over at Microsoft.